the two options, but I don't want to go to that point. Okay, there's no reason to go to
Then
that point.
let me go on about my business. I have an appointment I'm supposed to be at.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you, those are the options at this point. Okay?
Because I've committed some heinous crime that deserves...
I didn't say
well,
that. Okay.
You're still harassing me.
Okay.
And you're threatening to enslave me. You just said we can go to jail. So you're threatening to enslave me.
Listen, I'm going to ask you again, okay? I need to see your driver's license, please.
When an attorney tells me I have to provide you with identification, I'll do whatever my attorney tells me to do.
Okay. We're not going to get an attorney here. There's no reason to get an attorney.
Well, I have a right to legal representation. Police officers can lie to people during the course of their investigation. That Supreme Court has said that. So you could be lying to me right now about everything you've said, and without an attorney to tell me that I have to comply with you, I don't know. I could incriminate myself unknowingly because you're allowed to lie to me.
I'm telling you what the law states is that
But you're allowed to lie about that, sir.
Okay.
You're allowed to lie. You're actually trained. It's called verbal judo. They teach you how to lie to get people like me to trip up and incriminate ourselves for petty offenses that don't harm anybody.
There's nothing incriminating about providing your driver's license, okay? So, are you going to provide it, and so we can go about our business quicker? You can go about your business quicker. I can go about my business quicker.
I'm not providing anything without the direction of my legal counsel.
Okay. Well, I've told you what the other option is going to be, and that's going to be you're required to provide your license, and so there's a statute that says license to be in possession. If you're stopped by a police officer in the state of Kentucky,
under suspicion of a crime, you were not.
Yes,
this is an illegal stop.
I told you.
This is an illegal stop.
So
you're harassing me.
Okay. There's providing it to me so we can go about our business quicker, or the other option would be for you to be charged with that crime of license to be in possession. Okay. And I don't want to do that, but the only option if we go that route would be for you to go to jail because I can't.
So you're going to enslave me.
I can't cite you to court if I don't know who you are.
You have no reason to cite me to court to begin with. I haven't done anything wrong. A city licensing official told you he thought I might be doing business on private property. He even said over the phone that they can't do anything because I was on private property.
I don't know those details. I haven't.
Well, I know, but yet you're harassing me. You're not harassing the city official who was harassing me and trespassing on private property. You're harassing me, the guy who's trying to feed his family.
Okay. Well, I'm being patient with you, but I'm explained those options to you several times, and
I will gladly. Let's go to jail because then you can get me an attorney, and he can tell you to fuck off. No offense, but you're harassing the shit out of me, and I'm nervous. I'm scared, and all I'm trying to do is go to my next appointment.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say the same thing again, and the options aren't changing. Okay.
Okay, and I've already said if you feel the need to arrest me, then take me to. I'll drive to the courthouse if you want me to. Let's go.
No, we're not driving because.
Okay, then let's go.
Okay, I need you. So cut your car off for me. Step out of the vehicle. You can place your phone down. You can keep it recording. That's fine.
So, just so I understand, you're arresting me?
If you're not providing your driver's license.
For what crime?
We stopped you because of the city ordinance violation that I'm not sure exactly the details of. Keep your hands out of your pocket.
Okay.
And then
keep your hand off your taser, please. Is that fair? You're the one threatening me, but I can't put my hand in my pocket because my fingers are cold.
Okay.
My hands are cold. I don't have weapons.
And I don't know that because
I have a pen.
Don't reach in your pocket.
I have a pen.
Place your phone down. You can keep it recording. That's fine.
Well, where can I hold it to where it can keep you guys in view?
Patient with you, okay?
You're harassing me. I'm being patient with you for the record. You guys are harassing and extorting me.
Rest it up there on top so that way will it sit up there or no?
No.
Or see if it'll sit on the door handle for you. Right behind you.
Oh, the city enforcement guy's here. Great.
Okay. I'm being patient with you, and I don't want to have to use any kind of force.
You're harassing me.
I'm telling you to put your phone down, okay?
You're not being patient. You're harassing me. You're extorting me. You're attempting to enslave me for feeding my fucking family. And I'm a great threat to society. Maybe can I try it over here? This might work.
Stay up here with this officer right here, okay?
Mm-hmm. Can I put my hands in my pocket? They're cold. I don't have a weapon.
Pat you real quick. I'm not going to search you.
Those are my keys. You just saw me put them in. Oh yeah, there is a utility knife in there. I apologize. I worked.
That's okay. I'll stick it in your car seat. That's all right. It is a chilly morning.
It's a great day to extort people for victimless crimes, isn't it? Do you drink a lot of beer and let off fireworks on the 4th of July when you celebrate this freedom that you claim to be protecting? You're stopping a previously homeless veteran from feeding his family right now. How does that make you feel? I've been trying to find work for months. I finally get a job, and you guys are gonna haul me to jail for it. You're a real hero.
I'm not trying to haul you to jail.
No, you are trying to haul me to jail. It costs $1,000 to get licensed in this town. More than a month's rent. $1,000, not including insurance.
Arrange to serve.
Come here. Don't thank me for serving fucking politicians that write your paycheck to harass people. If I was defending freedom, I'd be fucking storming the police station. Fuck. Fucking hypocrites.
Sir, I'm talking to the code enforcement guy here. Here's all he's always asking. Okay. He has no intention of giving you a fine if you don't have a license. He just has to verify if either A, you have one, or B, if you don't, it's just a matter of going down to the city and you have to apply for one. But it's not a.
It costs $1,000 to get a license in this town. I'm a homeless vet living in my brother's basement, trying to pay bills. And you want me to shit $1,000 to go to earn the right to earn a living in the goddamn free country of US of A? I'm unarmed. You already patted me down. I'm just
I realize
agitated.
that, but being agitated and getting upset like that places me a little elevated concern of my safety.
You're elevated. You've got guns and tasers, and you have elevated concern.
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
you're a fucking. You chose the right job.
Well, my boss will be here in a minute. We'll discuss this, but like I say, I don't want to put you in jail. That's not my intention, okay?
Yes, you do. You wake up every morning with a fucking hard on, hoping you get to lock some criminal up. Okay? Today it happens to be a guy earning a fucking living.
Well, like I say, that's not my intention. But
No, it is your intention. That's why you stopped me. You could have just let me go. You chose to do this. You're choosing to do this right now. It is your intention. Stop denying it.
Yes, I had.
Okay,
I
exactly.
heard the call.
Stephen and I have been.
I was driving a screw gun. A screw gun. That was my crime. I was working a fucking drill. That's what you got a call about. You saw me unscrew a piece of bracing. There's rapes and murders, and you're fucking chasing around a guy who ran a fucking drill. You're a fucking hero, and so are you.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you want to?
I'm not cooperating with shit without an attorney present. That answer's not going to change. So if we need to go, if you need to book me so you can get me a fucking attorney, then book me. I'm not cooperating with fucking fascism. Take me to jail. Stop backing up. I'm not gonna fucking hurt anybody.
Well, then why don't you put your hands behind your
There,
back?
fucking do it. Why the fuck did you grab your taser? You patted me down. I'm unarmed. Jesus fucking Christ. You guys are fucking pussies. Why are you? Okay, I thought you were going for my phone.
No, I'm putting your stuff back in your car.
Do you want us to leave your phone there, or do you want to take it with you?
What?
You want us to leave it? What do you want us to do with your phone?
I want to bring it with me if we're leaving.
Okay.
Please, I don't consent to searches.
Hey, I'm not asking.
I don't consent to searches. What am I under arrest for?
You're good to come out.
Yeah, please do. Keep an eye on them. Did you know earning a living is a crime in the city of Bowling Green? You're not allowed to feed your family.
Keys still in your ignition, or are they in your pocket?
I don't have a phone.
Would you like me to?
I'd like
secure
you to.
your vehicle? Alan, just step out.
3 squads. 2 more squads just pulled up for this violent criminal. I'm a threat to society. I'm tearing at the fabric of freedom. Can you loosen these like a notch? My fingers are getting cold. They're cutting off the circulation in my fingers.
I'll check.
Like I said, I have no intention of resisting. I'll gladly go to jail with you guys. So I don't want to go out of the view of the camera.
I can get a finger underneath each one. Let me double check and make sure it's fully locked and everything. We'll double lock so it won't be any tight or anything like that, okay? If it'll help, I say you could sit down on that. Maybe it'll take. I'll move your phone
fingers
down
up.
the.
It's not going to warm my fingers up. My fingers, it's.
I understand my fingers are cold too.
I'm doing more to fight for freedom right now than I ever did killing brown people in Iraq, just so you fucking know. By resisting people like you.
Sergeant and the captain over there, so. Our supervisor.
Higher ranking fascists. Ooh.
I was just explaining to you who they were.
They're people who want to lock me in a cage for no fucking reason. That's all I need to know.
I'm just trying to be helpful.
if you were being helpful, you'd admit that I'm not harming anybody, and you'd tell them to let me go. Because I haven't hurt anybody. I haven't committed a crime. Nobody is suffering because of my actions today. And you know that, but you're just following orders, just like the Nazis at fucking Auschwitz. Somebody signed your paycheck. All of a sudden, what's right and wrong doesn't matter anymore as long as somebody tells you to do it. Kind of like me when I was in Iraq killing brown people for no fucking reason. It's funny how that brainwashing works until you get over it. And then you spend the rest of your life fucking with nightmares because of the shit you did for a fucking paycheck. Turning your back on everything you thought you believed in. Because standing up against it is a little too costly. You kind of enjoy your nice big fucking recliner and your big flat screen TV and all the shit that your comfy job pays for. Don't want to give up any of that for, you know, principles or anything like that.
Window up, sir.
Whatever you feel like doing. You're going to lock me in a cage, but you felt it was polite to ask me if you can roll my window up. That's cheap.
You can take your phone with you?
No, you just want to lock me in a cage and stop me from taking care of my...
When a mafia controls the systems of daily life, though a monopoly of lawful force and coercion, a man can be jailed for voluntarily agreeing to do work for someone else, just because the local mafia didn't get their cut. If it seems to you that police are not mobsters, and this man is a criminal, then please click here. From the cameraman. It all started about a month ago. I was sweeping up some dust and debris in the back bedroom of an apartment when I heard someone let themselves in the front door. I walked out, and a man said, "I'm Marcus with the City of Bowling Green Business Licensing Division. Are you doing some work in here?" I responded, "I don't answer questions without my attorney present, and this is private property, so I'm going to have to ask you to leave unless you have a warrant." He asked a few more times, and I told him again that I don't answer questions. Then he asked if my boss was around. I told him I don't answer questions. He kept asking questions along those same lines, and I ignored him as I politely ushered him back out the door. I locked up, and as I was getting in my vehicle to leave, I heard him say to his supervisor on the phone, "Well, I can't cite him if he doesn't identify himself." Since that encounter, the City of Bowling Green and the Warren County Licensing Board have shown up at a few other job sites, asking me questions which I refused to answer. On Monday, October 24th, they showed up again. After refusing to answer his questions, and ignoring his demands to stop working, he called his supervisor. He again said I can't find him if he doesn't identify himself. And then to me, "Sir, she says you have to stop working." I asked who said that, and he said his supervisor, and I said I don't work for her, and kept doing what I was doing. After that, he called the police. I was just about finished, and by the time I was packed up, the police had still not arrived, so I left, seeing as there was no legal reason for me to wait. The next morning, as I was heading down the driveway of an apartment building, A police squad car pulled into the driveway, blocking my egress and waved me down. I set the vehicle in park and started video recording. The officers stated that they were there to investigate a possible unlicensed contractor. At this point, the stop is illegal. The police can't stop me for a civil infraction, and under Kentucky law, operating without a contractor's license is a civil matter. After they realized that they had no grounds to stop me, they switched their reason, and said they stopped me for not wearing my seatbelt. I was still in the driveway, on private property, and was in the process of putting on my seatbelt when they blocked me. The officer saw me dragging it across my body as they pulled in front of me. At this point I knew I was being full-on harassed, and decided that a month of harassment was enough. If they wanted me, they were going to have to take me to jail. The whole interaction was caught on video, and the majority of it was streamed live to Facebook. After the arrest, I was taken to the Warren County Jail. Once there, I asserted my right to remain silent, and refused to answer any questions without legal counsel. I also refused the medical screening. They said they could not book me until I had been medically cleared, so they loaded me up and took me to the hospital. There, several nurses, and a doctor, attempted to ask me questions, which I again refused to answer. One nurse asked for my insurance information, and I told her that I don't answer questions without my attorney. She said that if I didn't give them my insurance info, they would bill me personally for the visit, and I said I am here against my will, they have no right to bill me, and that I will not answer any questions without an attorney. The doctor tried to check my pulse and blood pressure, and I pulled away, and said please don't touch me, please don't touch me, please don't touch me. He kept trying to touch me, and I dropped to the floor and rolled away from him so he could not take my pulse. At that point, the officers made the first overt threat of violence and said that if I did not let the doctor take my vitals, they would physically restrain me, and warned me not to resist. At that point I complied, although I did talk, and cough, and flail about, attempting to render the doctor's efforts useless, but they apparently got me medically cleared enough to take me back to the jail for booking. Back at the jail, I again refused to answer questions. After a while, they decided it was time for enhanced interrogation techniques. They strapped me in a restraint chair for 4 hours, refusing to let me use the restroom. The chair was very uncomfortable, and the restraints were very tight. I checked my capillary refill a couple times, and near the end of the 4 hours, my hands were getting swollen, my legs had fallen asleep, and my capillary refill in my left hand was down to about 4 seconds. 1-2 seconds is normal/healthy. After 4 hours, I could no longer hold my bladder anymore, and was told that my choices were piss myself or answer questions. I chose the latter. Under duress, I answered their questions, and afterward, was allowed to use the restroom. When they unstrapped me from the chair, they warned me not to move until the feeling returned to my legs, indicating that they knew what this chair was designed to do. I used the restroom, called my wife to post the bond, finished the booking process, pictures and fingerprints, signed for my property, and left. After I got home, I realized that the cash from my wallet, $16.82 according to the property receipt, was missing. Too late, since I had already signed for my property, but it definitely added insult to injury. At the end of the day I was charged with no seatbelt and license not in possession.